The Inheritance Squabble, an AITA story. Me, Alex, just your average office drone, married with 2 rambunctious sons. Our current house is decent, but with talk of expanding the family, wife wants a mini-me, I swear. It's feeling a little snug. Problem is, land prices here are insane. We can barely afford a postage stamp-sized plot, let alone something spacious. My dream of building a proper house seems like a pipe dream. Enter my wonderful, or so I thought, mother Anna. Bless her soul, but she was a land baron in disguise. Owned several plots next to her house, prime real estate. Now, here's the twist. She never officially transferred ownership to her sons, me, Alan, and Adam. We all just built on her land. Figured it'd simplify things. Big mistake. At first, it was all sunshine and rainbows. We pooled resources, poured our savings into building a shared house, separate entrances, thankfully. Brothers get married, kids arrive. Life's a chaotic but joyful mess. For about 15 years, it worked. We built our own little havens within the shared property. Then, tragedy struck. Mom passed away, and with her, any semblance of peace. She did not write will, just a mountain of who owns what? Questions. My brothers, especially Adam, the eldest, suddenly turned territorial. Turns out the shared haven became my land, your land. It wasn't just the house we built together. They wanted a piece of Mom's main house and all her other assets. She not billionaire, but there are some money, ton of jewelries and some art and some antique she collected. Now, Mom's house wasn't a palace, but the land it sat on was vast. Prime development territory, according to Alan. Here's the kicker. I invested most of my savings into building the damn house we all live in. Now they're acting like I'm a freeloader. Adam, in his big brother knows best voice, tried to play mediator, but it went south faster than a toddler with a juice box. Lawyers got involved, and the once harmonious family atmosphere has evaporated faster than you can say inheritance war. So, AITA for wanting a fair share of the property I poured my life savings into, even though it wasn't technically my land to begin with? And what about Adam? Is he the AH for trying to strong-arm everything because he's the eldest? Hit me with your best judgment, internet strangers. The Inheritance Squabble, an update number 1, AITA? Hey everyone, Alex here again. Thanks for all the comments on my previous post. Looks like the internet overwhelmingly thinks I'm not the jerk, phew. But man, this situation is far from over. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, though. Remember how I mentioned keeping most of the receipts from building the house? Thanks to my amazing wife, seriously, she's the real MVP, who meticulously documented every expense. We have concrete proof of what I poured into the house. This became crucial evidence when things got messy with my brothers. Adam has some receipts for his own stuff, but nothing related to the shared house. Alan never kept any records. So, good news. The house is officially mine. Now, for the land. Here's where things get tricky. We decided to split the remaining land Mom left us into 3 plots, based on the footprint of the things each of us built. Makes sense, right? Except, one of the plots is a nightmare. Imagine a deep, narrow slice of land, basically a forgotten corner of the property. No road access, just a long, awkward trek through someone else's backyard to get to it. Guess who gets that charming plot? You guessed it, yours truly. Here's the question. AITA for wanting to swap land with one of my brothers? Ideally, I'd trade my Bermuda Triangle plot for something with actual access. Adam seems okay with the idea, but Alan's being stubborn as a mule. He keeps saying the plots are fair, since they're based on house size, but fair doesn't mean much if I can't even use the land. Any advice, folks? How do I convince Alan to see reason before this fair division becomes a major headache and possibly another lawsuit? The Inheritance Squabble, update number 2, an AITA story. Hey everyone, thanks for sticking with this family land saga. Buckle up, because things just got a little more interesting. To clarify for some of you, Mom owned a bunch of plots of land, all roughly the same size, with her own house on the biggest one. We brothers each built our own stuff on separate plots, but we all ended up using the house I built. Seriously, past Alex, what were you thinking? Fast forward to Judge Judy land, aka court, and the house became mine, thanks to my wife's amazing record-keeping. My brothers get to keep their stuff on their plots, which means they need to build new houses eventually. Can't wait for them to move out, but that's a story for another day. We voted to sell our mother's house and all her jewelries, art pieces, and all antiques for cash. It is easier to be divided. Now, the plot twist, pun intended, the landlocked plot I ended up with. No road access, smack dab in the middle of everything. Not exactly prime real estate. Here's my plan. I'm thinking of taking a gamble. I'll leverage my house, gulp, and use the money to buy a plot of land that borders the landlocked one. If this works out, I can potentially create a sweet little shortcut connecting the main road and shopping center to this new area. Talk about a win-win. Of course, there are risks. But hey, high risk, high reward, right? Plus, this could potentially add value to everyone's land, including my brothers, assuming they ever manage to build those houses. So, here's where I need your sage advice, Reddit fam. Or is this land purchase gamble a crazy idea? Should I try negotiating an easement with my brothers first? Knowing them, that could get ugly. Any other creative solutions for the landlocked plot? Maybe I can rent it out as a giant bird bath for migrating geese? Okay, probably not, but I'm open to suggestions. Wish me luck, folks. This whole ordeal has been a roller coaster, but hopefully, this land purchase gamble pays off. And who knows, maybe it'll even inspire Alan to finally embrace the wonders of a filing cabinet. One can dream. P.S. All our kids get along fine, but not as close as before. I hope time can heal all the negative things between us all. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.